Flip on your TV. What do you see? COVID-19 numbers. Open up social media. What do you see? Celebrity photo shoots at vaccine stations. Walk into the supermarket. What do you see? CDC health and safety protocol signs in every aisle. For over 700 days, we've been told a wide array of stories. Origination of the virus stories, side effects of the vaccine stories, natural immunity stories, etc. Hearing these stories is what helps us understand what is going on in our world, so that we can make informed choices for our bodies. But Big Tech has revealed authoritarian control on what information we are and aren't allowed to see and share on social media. Welcome to episode 25 of CensorTrack with TR. This week, we are talking about how Big Tech has targeted COVID-19 related posts the most out of all their censorship cases, and are going to continue to do so until the left's narrative is spotlighted and any differing views are in the dark. MRC Free Speech America team tallied a whopping total of 808 cases of COVID-19 censorship from March 2020, when they said 15 days to flatten the curve, to February 2022. In this study, we aren't talking about when Instagram slaps a warning label like this on your post. We're talking about how Big Tech silences, shuts down, erases, and cancels posts, accounts, and people over any virus-related posts that differ from the left's preferred narrative. Now, keep in mind, there are certainly more than 808 cases of COVID-19 related censorship, but these are mostly ones that we noticed while searching for cases of censorship, and a few who came to us to report their censorship. Of that way too massive and overwhelmingly high 808 number, our team found over 41 doctors, scientists, medical, and science groups that have been censored. Yes, real medical professionals post content to inform us about risks and rewards surrounding COVID-19, masking, vaccines, social distancing, etc., but those professionals were censored. Censored by the fact-checking bigots who undoubtedly have no medical experience whatsoever, yet feel qualified to shut down those who do. One outrageous example was when Dr. Robert Malone was banned on Twitter, even though he is an authority on vaccines. No, literally. He was an innovator of the mRNA vaccine technology, but his speech is invalid to Big Tech. They apparently think that they know more than he does. We also found over 70 media personalities who had to deal with COVID-19 censorship. In this case, we're talking about people like Dan Bongino, Joe Rogan, Tucker Carlson, Mark Levin, and Liz Wheeler, who are all unashamedly pro-free speech. From unnecessary fact checks to permanent suspensions, these patriots have been on the censorship chopping block due to Silicon Valley's obliteration of any and all viewpoints other than those of the left. Next up, we noticed that 21 news outlets were victims of COVID-19 censorship. Yeah, restrictions on outlets like Fox News, Reason Magazine, Just the News, and Sky News Australia were all proof that Big Tech censors COVID-19 news angles that don't fit the leftist narrative. We even found 7 members of Congress who were censored. YouTube removed a censorship criticism video by Senator Rand Paul and then suspended him for 7 days. Censorship in this case is not just frustrating, it significantly impacts elected officials' reach since most of them use social media platforms as a vehicle to communicate with constituents. Perhaps that's why Big Tech is targeting them, especially the ones that don't align with leftist thought. 808 people who know what they're talking about, or at least have the right to free speech, were annihilated on social media because the left only wants you to hear one thing, one thought, one voice, and that voice is theirs. Here at the Media Research Center, we have a database called CensorTrack. Here, we document and tally every case of online censorship that we're presented with, but we need your help. Many of the people I mentioned above have platforms. They're already public figures, which makes their censorship easy to spot, or they reached out to us personally. But if you're censored, we want you to know that your censorship stories matter to us. Alerting us when Big Tech strips your free speech brings us one step closer to exposing Big Tech's undeniable bias. So, if you or someone you know has been censored, report those cases through our website, censortrack.org, and use #freespeech on social media sites to help us report, expose, and neutralize Big Tech's unacceptable bias. Check out last week's episode and sign up for our newsletter to never miss a segment and to help defend our freedom. Don't forget to share, comment, and give this video a thumbs up. Those are the best ways to help these videos reach more people, and in turn, help defend our freedom of speech online. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell down below so that YouTube can let you know when a new episode comes out. That way, you can watch it while it's still up, since every time we post, we risk getting censored. Follow us on social media too for a behind-the-scenes look at the MRC as a whole. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on CensorTrack with TR.